Our 43rd black border speedrun is going to be our hardest yet. We are doing Sanctuary, an expert map, a true expert map. It's very difficult. Now, most of the game modes in easy and medium are going to be relatively simple or not too difficult, but it's the ones on hard that I'm super scared of. Half Cash and Chimps. They both require perfect strategies in order to beat them. And it just so happens that those are at the end of the run. So if you make a mistake, it can cost you dearly. Now for this entire run, I'm going to be using Oben because he has his brambles and his tree is super amazing. And it's great for this map if you're not too sure if you're going to be able to capture everything at the front, because most of our strategies are going to be focusing on the front of the map because that's where you can place the most things. Or not so much place the most things because all of these add up to a lot of spots, but the problem is they shift around, they move around. So if you put your guy here, but something in this spot here can hit both lanes, no problem. Now we have a lot to talk about during this run because of the difficulty of this map. So I think the best thing to do is actually to start the timer, hit play, put our Oben down and get going for it. Now I think what we'll just do for most of this in the early run is just throw some darts here and then throw a sub down with an advanced intel. I think that's going to be the fastest. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be the safest for a lot of these going forward. Now beginner, medium, it doesn't really matter. And luckily we can click home if we do start to lose. It's just Chimps that we can't, or we won't get the black border. And this entire run is just flat in the water right there. And before we get too far in, don't forget to head on over to settings and go to creator support code and type in code Dabloon because it helps out the channel every time you purchase something from the Ninja Kiwi store at no extra cost to you. Now, I've been dreading these expert maps for as long as I've started this series. We've only done Infernal and Glacial Trail. We were fresh with Glacial Trail because the map just came out and it's really not the hardest map. It's just the mechanic makes it an expert map because everything freezes. And then Infernal, I've done so many times because I don't think it's technically considered a true expert map as the professionals say. Same with something like Dark Castle. And the problem that I have with these expert maps is the fact that there's a lot of very precise placements, very precise timings, and a ton of RNG. And RNG is just that randomness that happens, where if you do something 9 out of 10 times, that 10th time it does something different. This game is full of that. And it's really stressful when it comes to these expert maps, especially on Chimps when it's our very last game mode to play. So I reached out to well-known YouTuber Chom, who is an expert at Chimps, literally just does expert Chimps with the weirdest strategies, the craziest strategies, the cheapest strategies. He can just beat all of the expert maps with pretty much any tower combinations. It's wild. He'll literally spin a wheel and take whatever he gets and beat these really difficult maps. Well, really difficult maps in my opinion. We need to add some more range to these guys and some camo here, I feel like. And I think a druid is gonna be our best bet. And the reason why we are gonna rock a druid on this one, when we've been trying to like kind of stay away from it in those more intermediate beginner maps, is because we need to go as fast as we possibly can to make up for the time that we're gonna be moving slow in the Half Cash and the Chimps, because I am gonna have to slow things down a lot because, like I said, very precise placements. But basically, I started just watching all of Chom's videos on Sanctuary and tried to emulate to the best of my ability how he gets through the first beginning with Chimps, because he literally just uses a dart and a sniper, and I just find that completely insane. So hours upon hours later, I finally got that done. And then I thought I had some cool strategies kind of mixing in what I've learned from his videos, and I just didn't. So I just was like, dude, I need you to tell me what to do. And he gave me some really good suggestions and some really good towers and told me the hard parts that I was gonna have, and I was able to, I guess you could say, overcome it. But basically hours upon hours later, I think I have a really solid strategy here. And I'll give you a little preview of it here because I actually had to write it down on like the sticky notes on my computer because I just had to make sure that I didn't forget something small, because that's all it would take is something very small and you lose the entire run. And obviously what makes this map difficult is that most of your power is up front, right? And then not only that, these guys shift around. So you could say, oh, I'm gonna put like a bomb recursive right here when it's in this spot because it'll hit both tracks, no problem. It's actually a really good spot for a bomb right now. But then as soon as this thing moves away, it's just pure and utter garbage. So you need towers like boats, top path, spirit of the forest, elite defenders, planes. Helicopters are bad because he kind of just spins around and goes crazy. And then what we're going to be actually using for Chimps, I'll reveal that a little bit later. But if you have not yet gone to Chom's channel, definitely check it out. If you need help with any of the Chimps maps, he's got all of them with multiple different strategies. So you can pick your favorite flavor and finally beat those maps that you could never beat before. But I do warn you, He makes it look really, really easy, but it's not. It's not that easy. Trust me, I've spent hours on this, and not only just hours. To train for these runs, I use mods to speed up my game so I can go through them faster and get more runs in, because basically how you practice is you just do it a million times. Well, a million times like 25 minutes for a normal chimps run would take forever. So I just use like ×4 speed so I can go through it quicker. And I've still put at least 100 trials on this one. So if I have not stressed it enough, I'm very nervous about this. But luckily all we have to do is click home, click play, click expert one time. It's right there, so we don't have to go too crazy with it. And then we're just gonna go with Oben right off the go for all of these, I think, except for, I think we can't on half cash and probably Impoppable. Other than that, we can start with Oben on all of them. So I want you guys to let me know below, what is the hardest map that you have beat on Bloons TD6? One that you've beat on Chimps that you were just so happy that you had it done, that you finally beat it, that you'll never have to play it again. What is that map for you? Because I'm kind of feeling it on this map, because after hours and upon hours, I was supposed to film it this morning, a lot earlier, about 3 hours ago. And then all of a sudden, the strategy that I've been running for 2 days straight, because I've had to tweak it so much, for 2 days straight, it was working fine. I go in and no joke, I had a flaw on round 43 on Chimps, and I go, what in the world is happening? How does it change? And that's basically how you build strategies for these harder maps, is you just do it over and over and over, and you keep finding the flaws. You run it 10, 15 times so that you can find that 15th time flaw and then change up for that one. But it's never that simple. It kind of like domino effects backwards, and then you have to fix another round and another round, and another round. It just kind of goes into it. So long story short, I don't like expert maps. I really don't. But we have to get through them. We have to get through all 75 maps in this game, and I'm really excited about it. And to this point, Pat's Pond was the worst map that I personally have done, because that one just has so much randomness for me. Like, you think you beat it and then you don't. And that's only an advanced map. So this is my top tier, is the one we've done so far that just makes me kind of scream in my head. I have beat Muddy Puddles before on Chimps on my main account, and that was super rough because that requires perfect placements. And it's like, you might think that you're doing the same thing over and over, but you're not. You literally just placed it like a tiny pixel off, and that literally affected how the dart flew across the screen, and that caused you to lose. But you're thinking, oh, I swear I'm doing the same thing over and over. And it's just crazy how that works. So for this, I'm just gonna go with some simple crossbows, because that's the best I can do for range to keep this quick. We are still trying to go fast. Just because it's an expert map doesn't mean we can go slow, but we don't have much of a barrier as far as comparing ourselves to other expert maps, because Glacial Trail is at 40th place at 2 hours, 59 minutes. And again, that's just because the map was super slow. You can't go as fast as you'd like because the towers are frozen for a few rounds. So your power tower is just gone for a while, which is weird. And then Infernal was 18th place, which isn't bad at all. But again, that's just because that's a slower map too, 2 different lanes. So these expert maps, they are gonna be a little bit slower. Probably not when it comes to quad or ouch though, right? Because there's such a small map that kind of just compresses in the middle. It should relatively go fast as long as you have a good strategy. Now for those, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know that I am gonna be reaching out to Chom Chom for probably 90% of these things. So let's just go with that. Okay, we're gonna have more leads here. So I think I should like prep for that with a bomb maybe. Just make it a little better on this side, because that just slows us down. Now you hear me talk a lot about Supreme Avocado and how great he is at the game, and he helps me with pretty much everything in the last few years. And that's what's really cool about the Bloons community, is that you don't get there on your own, right? I mean, some people might, but I rely on others. That's just kind of like how I get through life. People can be a really big help if you let them, and you can be better at things if you allow help from people. And I just really like that. And for instance, Tootie, me and him have gotten pretty close over the years, and he helped my channel grow. Just everybody's so nice in the Bloons community. Even ISAB listens to me whine and complain about YouTube and how Bloons is tough and things go crazy. So it's a really cool community. And it's really cool that I can reach out and have someone just help me with the strategy when I'm so bad at this kind of thing. Okay, I think for this, a plane would still be our best bet. So I don't know how to do it though. I guess we're gonna have to go like this and then put Oben here and then just hit play and then try to put a village down before the camo come. Can I get this down there, or are we just done? Okay, that's really weird about this too. I'm not a big fan of that. Can I put an alchemist? Okay, I can, that's cool. Let's put a druid here because he's gonna get camo from the Oben eventually. So that should be fine. We'll go like that. And then I think just a regular old plane. Can't fit another one. So maybe like this. Now it doesn't have to be like super camo or nothing, but I can buff it. There we go. Yeah, this should have no problems, to be completely honest. And then I think Oben will get to level 10 so we can use his tree. But long story short, go check out Chom Chom's channel if you need help with chimps, or if you just want to see some insane things that you'll never be able to do yourself, because that's what I look at. I'm literally watching his video to try to copy it for chimps, and I'm like, Oh my goodness. Can you make it easier for me? Can you make it for dum dum mode so I can get in there and actually play this game? And does Ninja Kiwi actually, can they beat these on Expert and Chimps? I don't think they can on a lot of them, right? Because I think until ISAB beat Muddy Puddles back like 20 years ago, I don't think it was a thing, right? It was like the first person to ever do it. And then Bloody Puddles was a no-go until one of the community beat it. So I think they just put this stuff out, torture us, and then say, have at it. Now I might as well just have his tree here, right? And just keep reusing it. Now the half cash strategy that you're gonna see here soon is atrocious. I hate it. You can definitely use it. It's definitely replicable. Is that the right word? That's how you say that, right? Repeatable, however you want to use it, but it's just atrocious. I literally reuse Oben's ability the entire time, like till about the halfway point, which is not a big deal. It's what the abilities are for. And I don't have any rhyme or reason to. I just keep hitting it every time it's available. But oh my gosh, like if you've known this channel for a while, I hate abilities because they're hard to replicate. And the beginning of my whole Bloons career was just making strategies for everyone. So if I say like, use your tree 47 times, starting on round 42 at the middle, right when you see a fortified blah, 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 it just gets difficult to replicate. But here we go with this one. There's a poopy brown border and standard right there. Now I always say poopy brown border because I want to clip it at the end of like 75 different poopy brown border with all of them together. But I think we're just going to continue doing this same strategy, sub, dart, and another dart, and then probably a druid, and just keep it moving like that. Because I need to keep a very streamlined strategy running through this because I can't think about it. I cannot put any thought process into what we're doing here until we get to half cash and chimps mode because I have been prepping. I got all ready for the day. I've had about 3 cups of coffee. My wife took the baby shopping, so I'm home alone in peace and quiet. There's no screaming baby. There's no dogs barking. I am in the zone for this because I knew this was going to be a super, super tough chimps. But I am 1000% ready. I just hope it all looks good on camera because they always say the cameraman never dies. So I hope today we don't lose because that would be super amazing. Because the worst part about these is that when I do spend time practicing for the chimps runs before these runs, the worst feeling is when I spend all of that time and then inevitably lose and then we have really bad time. Like cargo comes to mind. I think on cargo, we got 31st place, 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I lost on there. I think I lost on several game modes, and it was just the most upsetting thing because I actually spent time learning the chimp strategy, and you think you're gonna go into it perfectly, and like I said, just things happen. And so when I'm talking to it, it makes it even harder. Like that's what I'm super scared about, to be completely honest, is that I just over talk and miss a point here, or I don't read my thing correctly. But honestly, if you have water on a map, this is a really good strat just to start off on any of them. Because I always just go Sada into Druid if you can. But if it's a harder map like this, I think Hero into Sub into Druid, you have everything covered because the Sub can most likely, you're bouncing them off of something like a dart or like a bottom path boat that has like infinite range almost. On top of what's the hardest map you've ever played, what's the one, well, how many of you actually have even completed an expert? Because my next question would be, what expert track would you just remove? Like what one just gives you the most grief and you just hate more than anything? But then that could be completely non-existent if you've never done one at all. Because to be honest, some of them are bad. Some of them are really bad, like Workshop. I don't like Workshop, it stresses me out. But the worst one for me is Quad by 1000. Like Quad makes me cry at night. I literally have bad dreams of Quad because ouch, you can kind of figure out like and get, like I can beat it on Impoppable pretty easily, right? So then I'm like, I could probably transition into chimps one day. But when it comes to like Quad, you never know where the balloons are going. You always think like, oh, that's not a big deal. And then it goes up and around and you're like, oh, I'm safe. And then no, that one went up, so straight up, and you lose. And it's probably like the worst map in the game, like to be completely honest. As far as stressing me out and making my blood pressure boil, that's the one. But this one had me on the edge too. I was pretty mad, dude. I'll let you know those mad points on chimps when we get there. But oh my goodness, just getting the beginning done. I'm like, there's no way Ninja Kiwi tested this. All right, so for this, I think the best would just be to get a boat from now on. Dude, such a small spot too. And that's going to be a huge problem later on too if we mess it up. All right, so and I'm going to tree right here because why not? And then if we can get $8,000, that boat's going to be just tremendously amazing and just kind of cover everything for us. And I did get crossbows just to make them a little bit longer. And to be completely honest, unless we just make some dumb head mistake, I think this might actually be a really, really fast run. Now I wish I had wood. Okay, my desk is wood. Good, I'm knocking on it right now as hard as I can because we need to not jinx it. Because all we have to do is not lose and we'll have a good run, but we could lose tremendously multiple times. And If you've been here before, you know how stressed I get when I start losing, and then that's a huge problem too. Because I can see me losing on chimps and be like, next thing I know, because that's what happened on shoots. That's why shoots is 42nd place. Our worst run in the entire game at 3 hours and 35 minutes. We normally average around 2 hours and 30 minutes. We did an hour longer because I really liked losing, I guess. I guess it was like my favorite thing in the world to do was to lose. But I really like this setup right here. There's really not much else we need to do. I mean, we could get a jungle's bounty to make it a little better, or maybe plain just like attack the balloons, maybe like this. I like that. Another thing that could be a problem is Impoppable. I don't practice Impoppables, and I don't practice alternate balloon rounds. And so just sometimes they'll just make a fool out of me because I won't be expecting something silly on Impoppable, or I over farm. Usually 99,000% of the time it's over farming. And I'm sure a lot of you have that problem too. Just there's a really good like fine line between farming too much and not farming enough. And it's very hard to find that line because you need money. But then if you farm too much, you just lost, because usually it's when you're going for that next upgrade, like the marketplace, that's when the balloons start overwhelming you and you're like, well, what should I do? And I always choose money, always. I don't know what it is, but if I saw a dollar on the ground attached to a string, I would chase it all the way around town. They could lure me anywhere. I love money. But I'm just, oh, no. I just realized though. Okay, unless Oben makes him see camo, right? So I'll get this one just in case. Because 59, okay, we did have it because of him. I was gonna say that would be really bad. That's 550 bucks though. That's so much. We're gonna make so much money on this right now. That's so cool. All right, for this one, same stuff, sub, but the problem with the sub, as you know, is that, well, actually, let's just do a sniper first. Let's put him right here in the middle. And the reason why is because, well, I don't know why. The sub will be good, but nobody has enough range to make the sub really that great. Unless we put, well, no, none of them actually. I guess if we put a boat over here. All right, I'm just gonna keep abilitying. We need to go as fast as possible. And I think I'm making the wrong mistake here. A helicopter probably really good, but I'm gonna go for a 022 sniper and leave him on, strong's good too, but I'm just gonna keep using my ability. So the worst place these balloons will go is right here. Other than that, not a big deal. So now we're cooking with fire. We're moving fast, or faster anyway. And again, I can keep abilitying. And then I think a boat's the next best go, because I can get it up to the destroyer, which, well, I guess that's only good for one side, huh? But it's better than nothing. Actually, dumb idea. I'm not doing that. We're just gonna get a couple of these until we can sell for a semi-automatic. I think that's the fastest play, because the boat will be cool, but only on this side. And it's so hard to put in there. It just drives me crazy. I've never just gone like a full sniper strat for early on like this, but this map is just set up so perfectly for shrapnel shot. It's like it was just meant to be. But we're not even using that for chimps. So if that was your guess for what we're using later, it's not it. I'll let you know. But right now we have our lead covered, our camo covered, and then I just need $2,900 or $1,500 if I get rid of this one. Yeah, that's probably a better idea, huh? And then we sell this one and buy this one. There we go. That's actually way faster, dude. Okay, now we just need 4,100, but we also need to make sure we have, well, we got enough lead. We have Oben and this guy. Just got it to be a little bit faster. So I think the full auto rifle will take out the Moab super easily. Actually though, I think this is really good. So I'm gonna do this to help out each side. I'm just trying to get to the end result faster at this point, because I don't want to just sit here and wait for $14,000 when I can actually be farming and doing some lead popping work and some basic balloon popping work over here with this guy. So we'll do both to both sides, use Oben's brambles there to help us out. And the problem I've been having with Oben's brambles lately is that they're so random. He's supposed to put them in the last place he attacked, right? But you don't always know where that is because you're not watching Oben's hands. And so you'll think that you're about to attack a Moab and then it puts it behind it. And it's just the roughest thing to have to deal with. So I just toss it and hope for the best. But I really like this. This is a clean strategy. I just wish we had one more water spot and I'd put it sub. Like that'd be cool if you could put, well, I guess technically now that we have the Mermonkey, you could place the Mermonkey right here and then place the sub right next to it and have a sub shooting down the track, which would be a way better spot than right here where it kind of just flies everywhere it doesn't want to or doesn't need to. Preferably, I want Elite Defender before 50 though, before all those Moabs start coming in. Well, that was easy. There we go. That's all there is to it. And then I guess I have my 3 snipers at the bottom that I really like. I got the power tower, the one that takes out the camo leads and then everything else. So technically, can't we do this and then sell you for, well, that's enough actually. So sell you, and by then now we just got this like super team. I know I always talk smack on reverse, but this one's gonna be odd because I'll put an Oben up here. Like we're still not doing good against the 59. That's so slow, oh my goodness. But we have 2 boats, all this stuff, we were good to go. But 59, 59. Why am I talking about 59? Okay, let's just click the button, then we'll talk some more. Apopalypse, I'm ready for it. Reverse is going to be weird, just totally weird, and I think it's going to be a slow start. Probably the slowest start, to be completely honest. But we'll do a dart here. I mean, honestly, exactly what we've been doing. Why not? There it is. We got our 2 darts, our sub up to airburst, and then we got our druid. Now, I kind of want to start farming, but then I also think I should get triple guns first, just because like I said, every time we start farming it, some things get a little wild. And as a rule of thumb, to take down 36, usually need a triple guns and a druid of the jungle, depending on the map and everything. That's just what I like to have as safety. But sometimes just a triple guns can take it out. Most of the time, it just like, you never know. Sometimes the druid doesn't work that well. Just sometimes he misses or whatever. That's why I like to have the druid, but then it's also best to have the alchemized too, and then you're good to go. Because now we can take down a Moab if it comes out early, because you never know when it's going to come out on Apopalypse. It could be around 36, it could be around 45, it just completely random, at least in my experience. So now I know we're safe regardless of what comes out. We can keep a building too to help out even more, and then I'm going to get just 1 farm, just greed a little bit. What's funny is the farm used to be a must in order to win on Apopalypse back when you didn't get money at the end of the round, and now it's just like, just makes it even easier. If I can, I want to put this guy here if I can. Oh, it's just like, okay, it's all the way to the left. That's the problem. All right, no big deal. And then I would like to have a village too. Can I do that too? Or are you going to stop me because the alchemist probably? Okay, let's actually sell the alchemist then so I could put this here. Because this should be able to fit. There's 2 water things and he's not going into the water. You can always fit a village. There we go. So this is getting overwhelming. Look at that. Can I take all this stuff? Yes, I can. Oh, wow, that was scary. That was super scary. I got my tree down though, and I got my bow. Oh my goodness, that was actually nuts. I don't know why that happened. Okay, let's put this guy back then. Okay, that one there, and then we're gonna go up to here and get this guy more range so we can help out more on the sub. Dude, this is on the fly stuff here, and I totally took a gamble. Like, I wasn't sure that I could actually pop all that or not lose to all those on the left side, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And now we can sell this because we always forget to sell and buy stuff. But what are we gonna buy? There's nothing to buy. We're done. That's all I care about. We're done. Let's go to expert now. The weirdest one. Oh, hard. Okay, this one. This is gonna be reverse. I guess just, again, start with an open and right there, I guess, sure. Now we can put, I guess that's good. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. This is ugly, let me tell you. I should have put one of the darts down here. I kind of wasted that. It's not gonna make it that much of a difference, so it's not worth restarting over, but I could have used one and now I have to spend $600 to put 3 of them out here. But these brambles are actually helping a lot. It's kind of nice. Okay, so we're gonna put our first one here. There, okay, now that'll help out. Okay, and it gets the sub spinning too, because you know how he just like goes around the entire track with his stuff, so that's pretty cool. So now we'll put another one here, put it like right there, and then another one here, and then get all of them up to the middle bottom path. I have 4 brambles though, so that means they're not making it that far. That's pretty cool. Super weird strategy, but not terrible. It's actually doing pretty well. I don't think it's gonna be that fast, but I think if I get 2 airbursts, they can kind of like decide where they wanna go. So maybe one on strong, one on first. I wish you could put like left path, right path with things like that, because then I'd have one over here, one over there, because now they're both gonna chase. But I need to keep them at the front of the track. That's the scary part, and we're not. Okay, the druid's good for leads, but I also think we should have a sniper too, just because it'll speed it up a little bit more, because the druid has to spread himself thin against 4 different lanes right now. That turns this into like the hardest game mode technically. Like, try to beat reverse chimps. Or would that be easier since everybody like goes down to 1 spot? Yeah, that might actually be easier now that I think about it. It's 4 lanes now instead of 2, which is kind of crazy. And can someone explain this to me? It says Nature's Ward totem slows balloons 40%. All druids in range get camo detection. I've always just assumed that meant in range of the totem because it's right after it says the totem, but it just means in general open, right? Because I mean, that'd be way cooler. But this whole time, and someone mentioned it in the comment, I'm like, is that actually the case? Am I been wrong this whole time? I'd like to be wrong in this case because then I'd have a better tower. Because a druid just being in range of open, that's ridiculous. So far, I'm happy with the strategy. I think a boat would be so much better though, but it just costs so much earlier on. So this is probably the best way. And I'm gonna get rid of this dart monkey just because he's taken away some of my juice from the alchemist. And then with this one, I think we're cool now. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wait until we have enough to buy like all of the boat, and then I'll sell this for that. I think this might be enough, but it's also gonna take me time to do it. So I should get on that. There we go. That's actually wasn't that bad. And we'll go all the way up to a boat. There we go. Now I do need camo, but I'm wondering if I should just get a village instead. But I don't need camo, I don't. We have this guy and we're only going around 60. So that's maybe for around 63 or 78, we'll need to worry about like stronger things. But for this, no big deal. Dude, Sniper's so much more superior. He does not let anything out. He just says, nope, get out of here. And that's so much cooler. The boat's cool, but it just takes time for him to find out where he's attacking. And this guy just doesn't care. A little late to the party, but I don't think it hurts to finish off strong. So we'll just grab this one for 59 and 60. Although it's pretty much useless for 59 since all those leads. But Oben should technically be getting them all, so it shouldn't be taking this long. And then 60, we'll just take it out. I mean, we got a tree, but whoop-de-doo, right? All right, now we're on to hard mode. That's pretty good. We're under our normal time. This is actually a very fast map. That's silver border right there, hard mode standard. Okay, this is where the money lies. This is where we got to get kind of crazy here. And I'm gonna put that there. And there's a reason why. It's because the first Moab, well, that was a bad idea actually. Bad, dumb idea. All right, so we're gonna put that there, and then we'll put this guy over there for now. I think that's a smarter play because then it'll actually let us attack. And the reason why I did that is because the first Moab comes out this way. And if you have Oben in the middle, sometimes he puts his brambles all the way down here, which is the time you don't need him to, and it's a bad play, and you don't want it there. You want it over here so it can actually help, and then you clean up right there. That's my take on it. That's why our Oben's going on the left every time from now on, probably. Like I always mention that the Druid's like the best tower, but the sub is right there behind him if it's not the best on its own. This is just a regular 2-0-0 sub, but it's attacking both sides no problem. It can just carry the early game as long as it has a buddy to see off of his sight, which considering it's only $215 to buy a Dart Monkey, that's really not bad. That's not like a terrible thing to have to do for such a great tower. And then once you get air bursts, it's just even that better. Now he does have his faults and his flaws, like he just misses a lot or it'll not spin that same direction every time and you'll miss one that you shouldn't have missed. But for the most part, I mean, this is great. And something I've never noticed, these have hands. They have hands underneath and they're like putting them up like a, huh? Like one of those faces. Why are they doing that? Is there some kind of secret on this map maybe? So my poor Druid can't even see the track really. I didn't leave enough room between him and the dart. I guess I could have just sold the dart. I just wasn't thinking. But with this setup, we're just gonna do the same thing. And every so often I get comments about how bad I am with hotkeys. Look, I just used the hotkey. I pressed H for the banana farm and there you go. But if you guys play on mobile, which I did for a majority of my time ever playing Bloons, I didn't play on PC until I think it was like after I started making YouTube videos because I needed to record a little easier. Yeah, I even played it on mobile for battles when I first started my channel, now that I think about it. And so I was completely used to using my 2 thumbs for every single thing that I did. So using a mouse is a little faster for me because my thumbs were always too big for my like little iPhone 4S junker that I had. And so a mouse clicker was like, oh my gosh, it was the holy grail of clicking and moving things around. So I just never got used to the hotkeys. And there's just so many buttons that it's not like a piano either where you can hear the sound or it goes up in a scale. It's just literally, they're all over the place. How are you supposed to know? But I went with a little farming on this because I would like to have a Spectre as pretty quickly as I can on this, just because not only for not losing, but just because it will speed things up tremendously. Spectre's way too good. And then why is he over there? What are you doing? Go over here. So I'm hoping I can place it there and then also place a farm up above eventually once we get that thing rolling. Now this wasn't my plan, but I think it's working out pretty well. I'm just gonna have this guy here until I need to sell to buy the Spectre. So I only have to have 18,000 now to buy the Spectre, and that's if I don't wanna keep my farms. But basically what I'm trying to do is just have the Spectre before, I'd say probably 60 so we can speed through that BFB. But I don't think I'm gonna get Elite Defender before I get the Spectre. I think that's just kind of silly. But this mapper kind of reminds me of Sunken Columns, and we got a 7th place on Sunken Columns because everything was up front like that. And that's kind of what we're dealing with here, and that's pretty awesome because we might be able to keep the speed running through and have like a top 10 time as one of our experts. Again, don't jinx it for me. Don't let me mess this up, but it could happen. Okay, I said 18,000, we have 18, so I can buy my Spectre. I can get rid of this guy, buy a village, just like that. There's my camo. And my jungle drums. There we go. Perfect. That's so weird that the plane can end up sideways like this, because like that could totally fit a village, and it will fit a village once it's right side up again, but just that makes it so weird to me. Or maybe not. Was I wrong, or does it go up higher? It must go up one more. It still won't fit? It's because of Dart Monkey then. Okay, that's not a big deal though. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, just make it even crazier cool, is we're just gonna grab another Spectre. And then I am gonna put, okay, now the farm will fit. There we go. Again, we'll camo this one, jungle drums it. Yeah, dude, I don't think there's any faster than this, to be completely honest. I'm just gonna change his flight pattern though, so they crisscross each other, and then they'll both attack the front at better times. It'll be cool. We are flying right now, legitimately, because we have 2 Spectres. But not only that, we're going fast. Like, I haven't seen many balloons. I see a little bit of like the bigger class right there. But my biggest concern right now, actually, now that I think about it's coming up, is Magic Monkeys only. What are we going to actually do for that first Moab? I'm a little nervous about it. So I'm going to try my best here. I guess just start with Oben on the left side. Oh no, in the middle. We need him on the middle. Duh. Well, a good one would be a ninja on both sides, but that's very expensive. So I think we'll just go Oben into Druid and take care of like most of our problems, because if we get anything like up there in the front, well, now I'm confused. Would it be faster to get darts up front and have Oben clean up, or would it be faster just to get a Druid and have him just end the game for us? I think that's the best way to do it. But now, as you know, the Druid is completely, utterly awful against that first Moab. So I'm thinking like maybe a Super Monkey right here, taking a little bit of a gamble here, but I've gone with 2 Druids, and that's going to speed up our balloon popping time tremendously. But now I'm just trying to think of like what I should actually do, because anything I place over here is useless to there. So I'm thinking maybe a Super Monkey and then 2 Druids can clean it up, but that might even be rough. So I'm wondering if I go with Wall of Fire and then Fire Breath, will I have enough? Well, I don't know. Will I have enough to get a Phoenix? Because Phoenix will take down the Moab with ease. If not, it's bad play. We might have to like sell some stuff and restart it, but not restart the whole game, just restart the round. Because I truly don't think we're gonna have enough money to get there. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. Maybe if I can get 3,600 bucks, well, 3,700 bucks, I think I can sell both of these and then buy the Phoenix for 40. That could be actually pretty awesome. Now the only oh geez, what did I just do? Oh, I'd have to sell both. That's the problem. Okay, I know that. We're good. Take down these ones. Okay, don't lose, buddy. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. No, okay, that was a bad idea. That was a very stupid idea. I thought it'd be cool, but it was a very bad idea. So we're just gonna continue what we're doing, and we can't use a Phoenix for that one, so we'll just use this one for this one. Then we're gonna go that one, and that'll take down the Moab for sure. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, that was awful. That was purely awful. Okay, so here's how we're gonna play this then. I'm gonna sell this one and buy this one so I can get our money rolling in. And then we have our camo then, because I think the Druid can take all the camo because he's in front of Oben now. And then I'll grab another one of these, and this will be our main Moab popper. It's a little ugly, but it'll get the job done. And then we can get both of them up to camo, and then maybe get the dark one. If not, go for the big one. It's just they're not going to be able to go for 63, I don't think. Well, it does split them up, so that could be better. And we do have a Treasy over here. So that was our first mistake of this game, is having to hit home real quick. But how long does that actually take? What, maybe 4 seconds, 5 seconds? It can't be that long. It's better than losing, but not considering the time that I spent on that round completely losing. So that was probably another 10, 15 seconds, right? Okay, so I got both of these guys to a 202, and that should carry us through no problems. What I really, really want is a Spirit, because this would not take that long. That was gross. And these sell for $9,000 each. So that's 18 grand, which would mean we would need like $20,000. I think we're actually gonna get it, but I think a lot of it's because of the Druid. We wouldn't have enough without using his ability. So I'm glad we used it earlier on like that. And now once this round's done, okay, we'll sell, buy. Okay, that was scary. And I'm gonna buy Heart of Thunder too, because why not? Now we're safe. We technically just beat this, because I think we can even take down, we can take down BFBs, no problem. It's not as fast as we'd like, but it gets it there. Now I think since our balloons are completely covered, I think we should take out Moabs and fast as we possibly can. So I'm gonna go with Laser Blast, Plasma Vision, and I've been regularly using my trees too, because they do give you money, I believe, right? You get like 10, I actually have no idea what the percentage is, but I know you get more money than what you were put in there unless it's on chimps. So use that when you can. And then I'm just gonna get super range on both these, and then Robo Monkeys if possible, because then we can start attacking earlier on and just shred everything. Hopefully that's the plan here. Tell me the Spirit of the Forest is not the best tower in the game. We have $18,000 more than we normally would have just because of him. And poor little Oben's only giving us 1,100, which is still pretty cool for a hero giving us money, right? Technically, everyone hates on Rosalina, but she gives you more money because you save so much buying like 5th tier planes and helicopters with her. So I think it would be Benjamin, then Rosalia, sorry, not Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy, and then Oben, right? Or is there another one that gives cash? I don't think so. But this is all that we need right here. But I think just to make it even more mean to these balloons, we'll just go after a Sticky Bomb. And as I mentioned, I keep resetting the trees, but there's nothing in them. Like, that's how good the Spirit is on keeping all balloons. And then our sticky bomb is going to help out. Hopefully, come on, get this down, get this down. The ZOMG just always takes so long. So I'm going to use all my abilities that I can. We'll suck them all up. Game over, done. We're on to double HP Moab, which you all know. We just made $880, by the way. But double HP Moab is going to be the same exact jumbo that we've been doing, just a little bit different. So I did actually put the dart monkey on the right side this time, both correct and right side actually. And then I put my sub there first before the dart, which was kind of silly, but now I don't have to pay for another one and I can just keep using the ability. And as soon as we get advanced intel, we're gonna start speeding up again. So here's where I'm at so far and I'm pretty happy with it. It's the same thing we've been doing, like I said, but this time we're going to get our bomb so we can do the Moab assassin trick and then get rid of it and buy these up to marketplaces, because this can actually hang on for a while. Both of them can. And I really like that the druid now can see camo with Oban. I don't think he had that ability when we first started this series. I think that's like pretty relatively new. Now, the only problem here is I don't think I'll have enough for it to actually be done in time, huh? So I'm gonna have to actually sell this now. That's a big waste, but it gets us through it faster, and that's the whole point. We just need it to be done. So I'm gonna keep jamming on that ability. Jam. Okay, jam, we're done. Okay, then get this up to a marketplace, and then get an alchemist for this one, and then we'll start farming a little bit more, but just to be on the safe side for now. So now I think we can actually take down a Moab on our own. Like technically it wouldn't be the best cleanup, but it'll work. And then I'm wondering like, yeah, I need to farm actually. I need to farm before 50. Preferably I'd want 2 more farms and not these ones either. I want the good farms. So there's my 3rd farm. I actually am gonna risk it and just kind of go for it. I think these can take down a double HP Moab. It's really not that big of a deal because you wouldn't normally have all of this on there. And then I have my tree too, which is super important. And I didn't realize that you have to keep adjusting each time he shifts. So you have to have like 3 or 4 different points of contact, which is pretty crazy. But that one's good right there. And then we'll just have it there as backup. We're going to get 2 sharpshooters over here. I scratched that. It just goes back to there anyway. So I guess it's just better to have a central point to where it'll stick for all of them, because that was just a huge waste. And I'm wondering if I should sell my sub to get to this one a little bit faster, because I need 25,000. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. So I'm going to sell both of them actually. Why would I even have one if not the other? They both cost so much. There we go. Now we got our sub. We're going to get rid of this one for, oh, geez. The worst timing, I swear, I have the worst timing with things. Right when I sell my camo is right when I need my camo. That's so funny. All right, there we go there. And then we'll grab this one here, just like we did earlier, but with double HP now. And here's our second plane, which is just perfect. It's not gonna be the best. Like sometimes if this was a bigger map or an easier map, we would do all the crazy stuff and get a flying fortress, but I really don't think that's necessary. It's a little overkill on something like this because we're still going fast. And then we have another $15,000 at farms in the bottom there. So that's gonna be used for a boat. So I thought I'd get a boat, but again, $15,000 and I need 26. So I still need $11,000. That's a lot of money, dude. How many times have I said dude in this video? But I'm on the zone today, guys. I am ready to attack. And next is half cash. I have my little guy up ready here. And at the beginning of half cash, I'll show you what I'm working with here, which is just purely awful. But it's what we got to do to win. Can I at least sell these? Yeah, I can sell these because we don't need that. They only work a little bit. Now this gives them a speed boost, which I think is better. And then do I need camo? Well, obviously not now because all we have is 78. It's not a big deal. But do you need camo or jungle drums? I guess is a better question. Do jungle drums speed up the planes or no? Probably not, right? It doesn't speed up their attacks. It just speeds up the boat's attack, which is kind of useless here. It has a lot of range, don't get me wrong, but it's just not really what I think about when I think about jungle drummings things, right? And there it is. There's 80 double HP, and we're going to take it out before the tree. Come on, before the tree. We did. Dude, that's so good. I'm so happy with it. But here is the ugliest game mode in the entire world. It should be just X'd out, never seen again, would be half cash. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get a dart in the same place we're going to have it for chimps later on, because why not? And we're just going to watch as all the balloons get past us and ruin our life. Now, one thing that is cool, I say it a lot, but is I train or practice on faster modes. So it makes it actually 10 times harder because I have to like see it faster. Now it just feels like I'm going in slow motion, which is nice because I can make my movements without actually slowing the clock down. Am I going to slow the clock down? Yeah, of course. We're not the clock, but the game. That's just how I play. Makes me feel better. But now we're going to put this here all the way over there, and then we're going to always use the ability. If it's up, we're using it. And that's just to guarantee that we won't have any problems in case something slips through and I don't have to know about the rounds. It's just as soon as I see it, I hit it. And if it's multiple of them, cool. But that's the little chart there, and that's what we're working with, and we have to follow that to a T. And I'm kind of nervous about it, to be completely honest, because even following it perfectly, things happen. It's just balloons, the nature of balloons. And so I am nervous, but luckily, as long as I can click home fast enough, I'm okay with it. See, even there, I forgot that. So if you think about it, let's say that I hit the ability every single time that it comes out, right? Without a doubt. But then I don't hit it for about 10 seconds. Now that's gonna throw off every other time that it's available, which might make me lose the entire game, given that I was hitting it on this particular schedule and maybe it was at the perfect timing for a certain round. You get what I'm saying? It's a little overthinking it, but it is the case. And I'm really nervous about that too. But so far so good. And normally I would put the darts down now, but I actually am gonna go all the way to airburst first just because we need as much attack power as possible. And you do get to see off of Oben and this little dart here. So it's not like he has like the worst range in the world. It's just, I'm not sure which one's better. So we're just gonna rock it all the way up to this one. Okay, there's our air burst. So now as soon as we can, we gotta get a sub here because 27 is gonna wreck us. Not a sub, a dart in that spot there. Okay, right there. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit because if we don't have it, we're not gonna be able to pop everything because there's a lot going on here. You're gonna get a lot of yellows. Okay, so there we go. We got more range there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're not gonna lose. We're not gonna lose. Got camo on that one, camo on this one. I'm literally just tapping the ability like crazy, and I don't know why, because like I can physically see it when it's ready to go, but I'm just like in anticipation of forgetting, I'm just constantly hitting it with my middle finger, the one button, which is pretty dumb, but it gets the job done, I guess. Now, one thing that I have to make sure I do, as far as everything, is make sure I have an ability for 40, because sometimes it can pop it, sometimes it can't. And if we weren't on a time crunch here, I would show you, we would rerun it multiple times, and I'd show you just the Alchemist alone is so completely random that you're gonna pop it in different spots every time. It's so insane. It's so aggravating, but that's just the way it is. So this is super scary. I don't know why. I'm just so nervous right now. It's because if we don't have the right timing on our ability, oh man, part of me is thinking like, come on, dude, you know the game, like wait for it. So I actually am. I'm gonna wait for it here too. I'll wait for the end of 37 because that's when I know it gets a little rough. Oh my gosh, I needed it right there. What a dummy. I was just worried about the camo, but okay. And I know we can use it on 38, but if we use it on 39, it won't be ready for 40. So I'm just gonna actually let that roll in. We'll just save it for the 40 Moab. Come on, dude, how much? Oh, it just takes so much out of me. This is so scary. Okay, there we go there. And as soon as 40 hits, ability. There we go. There we go. That was actually perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I'm gonna keep abilitying and then get 2 farms. That's kind of wild, but we're gonna do it because we need it for 63 for sure. There's our first one. Can I need it for 47? 47, I need it for sure, but I don't have it. That's not good. Oh, I have 2 brambles down already. That was perfect, actually. Then make sure my tree's in the right spot there. And we'll use our bramble to get us safely through it and then use our tree. And now we're safe. Oh my gosh, now we're safe. I love this. Okay, keep collecting. Don't stop collecting. See, I don't want to slow down because that slows it down, but I don't want to lose bananas, and this thing's so hard to put down sometimes. So I did a little bit there. Oopsie. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I retreed there. Okay, now we're good here. We're good there. We're good. We got our thingy there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't even talk. Imagine me on chimps. Okay, so I need to have a tree on 54. So I can use it on 50 or 51. But I need to make sure it's back. And I don't know if it will be if I use it too late. So I'm gonna retree now, and then hopefully it's there for 54. And that's on 51, because I know I need it for 52 as well, but doing it at the end of 51 is not bad either. There we go, there we go. There's 53. All right, here's 54, hurry up with it. I'm gonna put this down just in case and then redo it. There we go, perfect. And once I have 6,000, I'm gonna sell for this guy right here. Okay, are we good? Are we good? I'm gonna do one more rush, just be safe side, and then we can sell, buy the boat. There we go. We have enough money for it. I can speed it back up. Oh my goodness. Okay, then we sell you and buy a bomb. If you guys are using this for a guide, go for it. Just stick with it as best as you can. And honestly, take a screenshot of what I did up there and just follow it to a T, and that works for me. Or it's working so far, but we're not out of the thick of it yet. We still have round 63. And I do have to stop the round on 62. I just have to. I'm not gonna even attempt to mess around with that stuff. So I retreat again, and then we need to do this and then turn off auto start for this one, okay? But you need to make sure you can at least sell one of them, so you have to have it up to salvage, and don't do the other one just yet. Hopefully we can buy some more stuff. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. But we will have a tree for it, so that's good. We'll get past the first rush, then we'll have a tree for the last. It'll be nice. Okay, so sell, do this quickly, sell, buy this one up to here, and then we're gonna grab one more bomb, and then we are safe. We are safe. We're safe. Go for it. Okay, cool. I like it. And we're gonna tree again just because we can. And we'll grab a village. Okay, turn auto start back on. Okay, that's not in the description. Okay, now last but not least, we're gonna get a glue. Well, he's not even the last, so we'll think about that later. Now, the only thing we have to make sure about for our abilities, we can just keep using them, but we have to have it for the second half of 78. I just don't like the mistakes, and I think just not having the bombs is like super crucial, so we need to just use our tree for it. Now, I've been not saying anything other than about the game because I'm a little nervous, but I do want to mention, I think this is the first time we've used this one, and this is the tower that Chom recommended, which is why Chimps is like actually doable for me, because this tower is just unbelievably insane. Like such a great tower, and I usually hate on it. I think I have like 3 separate videos where I silhouetted it in the thumbnail and said, this is the worst tower ever, and made you think, which one is it? And then you just know it's this one because the Wind Wizard sucks. But he's actually really good. He's good for this one purpose, and this to push all the balloons back so we don't get dunked on. Now I have 013 glue on strong, but I am gonna go for a recursive or a relentless because why not? I don't need anything else here to win, so I think we're okay. And it doesn't hurt to have extra glue, you know? So I'm gonna use it now on 74. Maybe we should have saved it for 75 though. We might not need it because the recursive and those two, and we might not even actually have anything go in on 74, which would be perfect. So here's 75 with an unused tree. So that's pretty good. And nothing's going in right now. Now I'm gonna use it right now just to be safe in case, and then we got 76 anyway, so perfect. I got this guy here, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a sub for the final round 80. We're gonna sell everything and use it just because it's faster than sitting there waiting and then hoping that you can actually take everything out. Okay, so I don't have my tree for 78, it looks like. That's not good. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this one ride through on its own. Okay, perfect, now we're good. I think we would have been fine with what we had there anyway, but now we're safe, we beat this. We are making killer time and I'm very happy about it. But like I said, I didn't practice alternate or Impoppable. I've just done Impoppable on this map a good amount of times because for the collection events, whenever it pops up an expert, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? See what I'm saying? Even with a stupid tree, that was insanity to me. Oh my goodness, that scared me half the bits there. So here's what we're gonna do then on 79, on 80. I don't know which one's faster, slowing it down like we're about to do, or do it this way. I think we can start selling it now. Okay, so sell, 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 buy. Okay, now we're good. As soon as this comes back around, we can do it. Dude, that's taking forever, but think about it though. I don't think we'd pop it as fast, so I think that's still quicker. It's not the worst way to do it. We got it done. Okay, now we're on to alternate, right? Alternate balloon rounds and Impoppable. We're making it there, guys. Making our way downtown, walking fast, faces past on a homebound. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna put you here, and this is alternate. Okay, so that means we need camo right off the go. Okay, gotta remember what we're doing here, guys. So luckily we have Oben's Brambles, which makes Oben like the best hero right now because no other hero except for Sada could be able to handle this, but then she wouldn't on this map because she'd be all over the place. So I think just with a ninja and an Oben, we can get through the beginning stuff and then go into our normal strategy of a sub druid, you know, the same old getting us through this. So I'm just getting up here. We have a sub with camo now, and then we have lead with Oben, and he missed it. That's great. Thank you, Oben. And then we're gonna sell this guy for a druid, and then we have a camo lead. That's not good either. Okay, we yeeted that one out. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit here just to get up to speed. I don't think we get the camo yet with Oben. That's unfortunate. It'll be next round, level 8. So hopefully no more camo leads pop out until then. Oops. But then what we'll do next, instead of what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. Okay, so we got our druid. We got this guy, he's basic. We don't have any farms yet, unfortunately. But what we can do here is put one here. Okay, why didn't I do that before? That was dumb. And then alchemist him, and now we have our lead camos that we're not ready for yet. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, restart. What a genius. Told you I didn't practice this one, guys. That's what's screwing up our times right now. Okay, so we'll put this one there, and now we should have enough for it. Okay, perfect. Okay, take him out, buddy. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage, the alchemist. Oh my goodness, dude. This is why I just hate this tower sometimes. Like, seriously, dude, just do your job. Luckily, we have Oben now, so he's buffed him up, so we don't even have to worry about camo anymore. But just in case, I'll probably buy this Berserker Brew first. All right, alternate has a fortified Moab, so I'm a little nervous about it. But what I did though is not farmed, and I made sure we had a strong enough tower to take everything out. And I think we'll be okay. But I'm gonna get this one up to this one just to be safe. Put our brambles down. Oh, dude, that was clean, super clean. We're gonna give him more range on this side as well. And then I'm gonna get the stronger stimulant. Or honestly though, okay, I'm gonna greed. Why not? We can always just hit home if we completely royally mess it up, right? So I'm gonna put 3 farms again. Yeah, dude, look at us tear down those Moabs like they're nobody's business. And I keep forgetting the significance of Oben's tree. He's just too good. It sucks everything up. We don't have to worry about nothing. And then he puts it all the way over to the side of the moon. So in case something comes down here that's bad, we're just gonna have to eat it. Oh well. Okay, I got my 3 farms. That's what I wanted to do. So I think the best play now is to either get like a plane like we've been doing or a boat. A boat would be pretty good and it's cheaper earlier on. So I might do that. And then first I'll buff him up and then we'll sell the alchemist to make sure we can get it. We'll get a village there instead for camo. So I wish we were going faster, but this isn't the worst. Now my plan is, and I'm not sure if it's a good one, is I'm going to sell this for a top path boat. And I don't know if that's the best play, but I think it'll work. So I can sell it now and buy it. Okay, is that gonna be clean enough though? I think it will. It just 63 always scares me. So I think we'll start our plane ascension too. So get that going. Oh dude, they're taking it out no problem. Even this left side without the tree, they just shred through it. That's really cool. And then we have Oben's totem to slow him down. Dude, we're doing pretty good. So I think all we need to really do is just get up to the plane and then the boat and plane can do the rest of the work and get us there. But it is alternate though, so that means we are gonna have a lot of big old weird stuff coming after us at the end, like fortified ZOMGs and whatnot. I didn't feel like we were going any slower by not having it, so I just didn't even bother to sell anything yet, because I think we can use it to go even faster at the end, or maybe like a Moab Eliminator or a first strike to take down that last ZOMG that's gonna slow us down. That could be cool. And if I sell all these, I'll have an Eliminator. Perfect. Okay. Now that'll take down the last one for sure, and then it'll also, I believe it does, right? I believe it's a one shot on the fortified ZOMG. I could be wrong though. So we'll take out the first one naturally. And then as soon as we see that second one, I'm gonna keep hitting that ability and it'll just finish the round. That was super cool. That was exactly what I wanted. All right, now we're there, guys. We are there. We're on Impoppable, which is scary, but I think we can manage because Oben's a beast and we can get him. Oh, we actually get Oben? No way. I was talking about how I'm not sure if we get it and we totally do. So that's perfect. I'm just gonna keep brambling as well too, just because I'm not sure and I would like to not waste anything if I don't have to. And I am gonna get one of these for now. Now it's probably not the best thing to do since we don't have that much money, but I just don't want anything to slip through if it doesn't need to. So it helps to have him there. And do I need to mention that we're making incredible time? If I don't mess this up, we are on track for a solid time, like a solid time. And I'm very, very excited about that, especially being an expert map. So if you get these down, they're faster than regular maps, which is pure insanity. Now this time we're gonna do it, rather than going for airbursts first, we're gonna get these first, because I do think it is faster. I don't know why I didn't do that on half cash. I just wanted to feel safe and knowing that I have a lot of popping power, since it takes me longer to get up to the airburst. So I figured popping power would be better than distance power. I don't know. Okay, I'm more than happy with this. I have my team already. Now, I think we could go faster if I got triple darts, but I also know that we are on higher costing things, so it's Impoppable, so everything costs way more. And then we also have to go to round 100. So I need to start farming way sooner than round 45 or whatever it was before. So I think if we can, we're gonna try to get one to a 220 or 200, and then maybe grab another to a 200 if we can. But I know on 36, well, with Oben's Bramble, we might be able to get through 36 like this. Yeah, because we have, dude, we have Airburst and a Druid. We should be fine. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, easy stuff. It might be a little longer it takes, but who cares? That was simple. And we'll use our ability there. We didn't even need it. It'll sit for the next round, which is awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna get triple darts and then a alchemist, and we're taking down 40 with ease. And we'll use this for the camo because I hate doing the camo. There we go. So there's a good chance my boy Oben can mess this up for us. Yep, that's exactly my point. You gotta be kidding me. That is so aggravating. That was so stupid. Now we have our farm, so I'm happy. So instead of getting too greedy, I'm gonna make sure we can take out ceramics first. So we'll get this one up to there, and we'll give both of these guys better range. And I think that will cover a lot of that. I mean, the more range you give a sub though, where he's splitting himself up, makes him worse in my opinion. But again, we just have to get past that. And then I think 49 is going to be a little tough, but we should have Oben's ability. Yeah. Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that. We probably shouldn't have even upgraded anything. Just gotten our farms all the way where we needed them. Put our tree down, and now we're safe. So remember what I've told you guys before. On Chimps mode, if we wanted to shoot for a sub commander, having any type of money by 48 is a clear and easy way to get to something like a top path, 4th tier helicopter, or a sub bottom path. You're totally safe with just regular Chimps money. So having a farm, we should be able to get a Spectre by now. Before 63, like I'm hoping for it anyway. So I think it'd be a better play to sell this stuff now and buy my farm now, or my village, sorry, and get the camo on that, just have it ready. Maybe even alch buff it too, that'll help out. Yeah, because we know this will help on regular deflation, so why wouldn't it work here, you know? I always forget and overthink things. So I'm like, yeah, we do deflation with 2 planes and a druid and we're fine. So having a out sub bottom path will be just fine to get us all the way to 60. So I need $20,000 to sell this stuff for the Spectre. Okay, easy stuff, easy. Okay, we're good. Game over, guys. Now I'm going to get rid of you then and buy this one. And now we do just have to crazy farm. It's kind of a bummer. Like we might lose some speed, but given that we have a druid and a specter, I don't see why. And I'm just going to try to get 3, if not 4 bottom path central markets, and we should be okay for later on. So I have 2 central markets. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell this one once I have 13,000 and buy this third one at the bottom, because I didn't intend to have 4, but it doesn't hurt to help us get there. And we've already made almost $5,000 with it. So that's what we're going to do. Sell it, buy the central market. Now we're safe there. Part of me is thinking go with a boat too, and then just sell it when we don't need it anymore, because it'll help in the meantime. I think that's a solid play. So now here's where we have to make the decision. Is it better to stick with what we have? Because those take a while. So I think by anything, we need to sell for 85, whatever that costs to get us to Flying Fortress. If that means all of our farms, and that's just what it is. Because like, as you can see, we're already getting a little overwhelmed. Plus that's going to take longer. So if I sell this, that's 50 and then 40. Let's just do that right now, actually. I don't want to screw around anymore and mess it up and make a bad mistake. So we'll do that, sell that one. There we go. So we still have one really good farm that sells for $22,000. Plus, it's going to make us money until we don't need it anymore. Okay, we're going to get some camo here. And then we're going to grab a glue gunner just to be on the safe side. Because once we start getting those DDTs and stuff, it's going to get wild. So I'm not sure if it's the best tower for this, but I'm going to use it for it. I think it's solid. We still have $17,000 left. What else could we do here? We could probably save up for a super glue, and that'll be fine. Because as you can see, we're shredding through. Nothing's going to stop us. But just in case things want to get weird, because like, yeah, 99 is usually pretty scary. So it wouldn't hurt to have a super glue. And I'm getting like really nervous right now thinking about chimps. It's actually making me, I feel like a kid again. Like right before I'm about to go wakeboarding, we'd always go at like 5, 3 in the morning. Like the whole time I'd be nervous because I was like, oh my gosh, what if I get hurt? Because I was such a baby about it when I was younger. And I get that anticipation feeling. Or when you're about to go to the dentist, you know, you just feel like, oh, that's what I feel like right now playing this chimps game. Okay, we're good. We took the DDTs out. I don't even want to buy like a first strike right now. I just need to breathe. Just breathe. You know what I mean? Okay, we got that one out there. We're done. Okay, let's keep on moving. I'm going to post up in a second here. There we go. Sanctuary. We got it. Chimps mode. I'm going to post up what I'm about to do, and it's going to get out of hand. It really is. But I'm going to try to guide you through it as much as I can. We're going to put the little tip of his ear right there. Stop scratching your butt, monkey. Serious? This is what I mean. Okay. So right there. And then we're going to put this one on strong. Now this is where it gets a little wonky. This is all chom chom. So as soon as we pop this little one right there, we're going to go double click over to last. 1, 2, double click over to strong. And the dart monkey is going to perfectly snipe that red one that you just saw. And then once this one gets there, he's going to hit that one. Boom, go to first. Boom, go back to strong. This is what I had to do a million times to get it ready. We're going to put this one right there as far as we can, right there. And we're going to have to like do first and last and all that kind of stuff right now. So first, back to strong. Okay, breathe. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for 2 hits. So 1 pop. 2 pop, hit that one. Now we're good. We should be fine. This is completely random and sometimes it doesn't work, but it works 99,000% of the time. Okay, see how we just sniped that stuff? So we can take those out, go back to strong, and make sure I didn't mess that one up. Okay, we're good. Go back to first, first. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, see, we didn't get it this time. We didn't get it that time. So you have to restart the whole, oh my goodness. I've literally done this 3,000 times and each time is oh my God. It makes me actually so mad because I've literally done this and it works. And then other times it just doesn't work. And you're just like, what else could I possibly do besides do the exact same thing every time? But once we get this going, we should be okay. So we're there. First. 1, 2, take that one out and then go strong. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we're going to wait for 2 shots again. 1, 2, boom. Because Chom Chom, when he does it, sometimes you'll get an option where the dart monkey will actually hit that blue one and then you're good to go. And then other times he won't hit it. Now he'll do this where it's like perfect. And then he snipes all 3. You just don't know what you're going to get because this game is absolutely and utterly wonky. Yeah, that one was perfect, right? Perfect. So we're going to put that there. We're going to do the same thing again. So first. Okay, this one's not actually going to work. It's when they start trailing down like this, it's not going to work, unfortunately, because this game is complete awful. Okay, maybe if he helps out. Okay, you got him. Okay, you got him. Oh my gosh, strong. Oh my gosh, we got it. Okay, only 2 tries. That's not terrible. So we're going to put this sniper here on first. And now we're safe. We are safe until open. Oh my goodness. So for a while, I was never upgrading this one to the long range. I didn't need to. And then all of a sudden it stopped working. So I started doing it that way, and I watched how he does it both ways on some of his videos. But as you can see on the runs he posted, you do get that result sometimes, but other times you don't get that result, even if you put it in the exact same spot. And it just doesn't make sense, because I was like, oh, it's my pixelation perfect placing. And it's not, because guess what happens? I just restart the round and it works. And it does a different combination. You're like, how does that even happen? Now put this one all over to the left like that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta read what I'm doing so I don't mess anything up. I'm gonna get both snipers to the top path red hat. There we go. And then we're gonna get this one up to a thing. But there's no reason not to use your ability. I just wasn't going to, because I planned to make like a short after this, because I always like to do like 60-second strategy. How fast can you beat, Sanctuary Chimps? But I was like, you can't just use your ability a million times. So I was like, okay, I might just not use them. But for this, it's like, why be dumb about it? If you have it, use it, keep it safe, just to get us through it so it's not too difficult. Now we got this one there. Now everything's kind of gravy, because I know 22 can sometimes cause problems. So why wouldn't you just want to? Oh, and then look, we don't even get we don't even touch it. All right, we're gonna grab a Dartling. We're gonna place him right smack in the middle, and then we're gonna lock him in right smack in the middle, right there. Perfect. I've stopped using abilities for now, just because I just know we're not gonna need them. But I am gonna get this guy to a 0-2-2. And that's just because I want to get my camos first. All of this has been meticulously calculated, because I went off of what Chom Chom told me, and then I had to make adjustments because I was just having problems with other things happening. Like on 33, I'd get overwhelmed, so I had to get and then 37, I was like, okay, what's going to happen? So I waited to get my Druid, and I alchemist the Dartling first, but then it's not good. So it just turns into this crazy thing. And as you can see, the Dartling's completely random too, depending on how he feels about where he's going to shoot at. So it just gets a little crazy. But we're going to go to 1-0-1. And then we're going to get Heart of Thunder. And then we're going to get Heart of Vengeance. And then we're going to get an Alchemist. Put it right there. Okay, we should be good on 36. Okay, we should be good on 36. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now on 37, we're going to be using our ability at the end of 37 for the camos, just because I don't want to have any problems. So as soon as that lull happens, then we can throw down this, and now we won't have any problems at all. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, perfect. We're doing really good. Now, all we have to do is upgrade a Druid of the Storm, and we will take out the Moab with no problems at all. Now, you can turn off auto start too. At this point, it might be a good idea just to get ready for the next round. But I'm going to do this and unlock it, because we're going to have to use it ourselves on 40. Okay. And then we're going to use our ability at the beginning of 40 as well. So use your ability and then to start attacking that thing. Attack it, attack it, attack it. And if it can open up before the Druid does all of the work for us, making it really easy. Then we're going to lock this guy right back in the middle where we started. Okay, now I need to do the next part here. 43, I need an ability. Okay, I'm going to buy this little shotgun here, and hopefully it doesn't wreck us. This thing's so scary because it's completely timing based too. Like, let's say one of those come out and I bought it 1 second earlier or whatever, and then it does its attacking different. It's so scary. Okay, so on 43, I'm going to use it on the ceramic. So right now, use my ability, and I just yeeted all those. And then there we go. Oh my gosh, that just saved our... That's never happened. That's never happened. I love this game. All right, so I'm going to put this all the way up at the top and a little bit over to the right, just a little bit. And we're going to get a 2-0-0-2. I can't believe that happened. That actually really upset me right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, now get the boat. I'd rather go slow like I'm doing than lose, right? Okay, boat and then camo first, just in case. And then I'm going to use an ability on 47 as well. I don't have it written down. I just don't want to make any mistakes. You literally don't need any of this stuff if you get good RNG. Like, obviously all the steps that I'm doing, but like adding in little nuances or saying use your ability or that just happened, this just happened. None of that happens. Like, it just doesn't happen unless you just don't want it to. And then it happens a lot. But right now, to see how all those ceramics, I'm not going to mess with that. We're just going to get rid of them right now. And then the same thing's going to happen for 49, I believe, right? But we're going to have Oben soon, so that's good. Okay, where is it 49 going to be ugly at? With ceramics, right? So we'll wait for the ceramics. Ceramics, there we go. That should be fine. That should be good enough. Okay, we got some of them, right? There we go. Keep them going. Okay, one blue. I've never lost like that on that one. That was... I really can't stand this game, guys. I really can't. I hate that so much. Like, if you can't tell, like, I'm furious right now. Like, I've put hours upon hours into this, and just for like dumb little nuances like that to tear you up, it's heartbreaking. It's like you play it for hours just to get completely and utterly dunked on. So 1, 2, pop that one down. Okay, let's do it. Get the good timings. Nope, he doesn't even point down to those ones. Oh, he doesn't even look at those. He's like, I don't care, buddy. All right, cool. Oh, and I missed that one. Oh my God, here we go. Here's the downfall of me right now. Luckily, I spent probably 12 hours on this, so all that practice paid off. Here we go again on 49, but I want to like manually override this one, but I just don't want to make a mistake, you know? It's never had that problem. You just use your ability when there's a lot of ceramics coming through, like now, and you're good to go. Oh, look at how easy that one. Oh, this game is so aggravating. So I don't have any trees down. We don't need them till like round 80, but I don't want to mess around with this. I'm a little bummed, guys. I expected to make mistakes in the very beginning, and I expected to make mistakes in like the 30s, but 49, I think I had a problem one time. So I said, use the ability with ceramics, and I never had a problem again after like literally 100 times. You think I'm exaggerating, but I am not. I literally ran it 100 times. So I just went on super speed and just kept doing it over and over and over until it was drilled into my head. And then it just on 49 all of a sudden randomly. And that's what I've been fighting with. And it's just, oh, it's so stressful. Okay, but there's our guy here. And now we're pretty safe at this point. Like there's not much that can get us in the next few rounds at least. So we're going to add a village. And that's the big reveal. We're using the beds, guys. We're using the Bloon exclusion zone for the rest of the game once we can get there. And it sounds insane to go for it, but really just the boat and this bottom path do all the damage on their own. It's pretty cool. Then we're gonna get this one up to a village too, because I had a lot better luck when I was doing that. Only problem is, since I don't really use the tree in my other runs, if I forget to collect those bananas, that's like crucial money that we need that we didn't have lost before, you know? I don't want any problems, so on 63 we'll just open. You're so stupid. Whatever, let him just take that side down then. I already put it over here, dude. So I don't use a tree between 70 and 79. Well, no, yeah, I don't even use one until 80, so no 70s, right? But I'm not going to take that chance, so we will use one on 75. It's not written down because I've never needed one, but my morale's down in the dumps after that loss because that was no point. That's literally never happened. But anyways, we've already talked about that. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to use the ability for 75. And hopefully it'll clean some stuff up because it's the second rush of BFBs. I think that's the main problem, right? Yeah, that does us absolutely no good. Ah, jeez. I'm going to use a bramble on that side then just to help out. Okay, we're super clean on that. No big deal. I think I'm going to use it for 70... Well, they all see camo, so it won't be any different for 70, the first rush or the second rush, right? So hopefully I could use it before and then it'll reset for the second one if I can do it in time. And we did. Okay, cool. That should be fine because now it should reset before the second rush of 78. Again, I've never used one on 78. Never needed it. These two do it on their own. I just don't want to take any risks. So when I make the 62nd version, the short version, I will not be using these abilities. I will just run it like normal and it'll be fine. Oh my goodness. So I am going to use this ability. Okay, perfect timing just in case, right? And now we need $30,000 more, which is pretty insane, but I haven't needed anything yet. Oh, no. Did I mess that up? See, that's what I'm talking about. I should have stuck to my plan because now I might not have it for 80 and I need it for 80. Because not every time by any means. Like sometimes, 90% of the time, you do not need anything on 80. Do you see that right there though? Sometimes you don't need it at all. Then other times like 80 is like, no. Okay. So I'm going to put it down there, right? And I don't need it, but we might need it. You never know. Okay, there we go. Get it all out of there. Get it all out of your system. So what's going to happen here is there's going to be fortified ones and we're going to throw the ability down and hope that it does what it needs to do. And 99 out of 100 times, there's never any problems. So right about now, after those Moabs are gone, so when it's just the fortifieds, we're going to throw this ability down. I'm going to throw my brambles down and we should be okay. It's just to get off that little bit of a problem. And if I need to, I'll target myself. Okay, you got it, dude. Come on. What are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. I've never seen it go this far. Oh my goodness. I'm done with this game. Okay, now mark my words to the heavens above. I have never had any problems getting to the 62,000 Bloon exclusion zone. Never had any problems. So if anything happens right now, I quit this game and I'll never play again. I'm going to tree just to be safe. We're not screwing around anymore, dude. I'm done. I am so done. 640. Come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're safe. I can't believe he almost missed on 82. Oh my goodness. You have no idea. I know sometimes you guys don't like it when I'm just complaining, but geez, you have no idea how much time I spent on this just to have it all flop in front of my eyes. Imagine being like a IndyCar driver and you just train on the same track. And then all of a sudden, the day you get to the racetrack, your tire pops. And I know that stuff happens, but that's just, it's just like, come on, man. All right, so here we go. We're good. Now we're just going to like get to the end. Now, there's a couple things that could go wrong at the end. And if they do, it's on 99 and 100 because, you know, that's the usual. But basically, the Bez will do everything because it's overpoweredly strong. So we're going to grab the stronger stimulant. And then we're gonna come up to the top. First, we're gonna place our sub, okay? First, we're gonna place the sub as high as you can because this happens to me sometimes. It really stresses me out. If I can't place it at the end, you're done. So then we're gonna place our glue gunner after that. Okay, take out that first. There you go, there you go. Okay, now we're gonna get it all the way up to one of these. And remember, everything's discounted too, so it's really nice. Okay, we got our sticky one right there. Okay, take it out. Let's just use our tree. I don't know why that got so far. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a shattering shells and put it right there. And that's gonna help us out a lot too. Now 95's a little scary, so I'll probably use a tree too. Again, this wasn't recorded or in the tree before. Never used one, but I don't wanna have any problems. So we'll just run it through with it. Because the Bez, I think, can like one-shot most of these things. So it's not really that big of a deal, but you just never know. And then luckily the glue, what's actually making the glue? Is it the signal flare? Because I thought that didn't work on DDTs. But anyways, that's there. We're good. So now all we have to do is just get this guy up into a first strike and we're done. That's it. Game over. Just got to not lose in the meantime. Oh, and we can't use an ability on 98 because I need it for 99. If you don't use it on 99, the DTs will slip through because they're awful. And you'd think I should like micro the shattering shells, but I haven't yet. So I feel like it'll mess things up more if I do it. I like when they just get to the middle and they're already there. Keep on going. You're doing great, buddy. I really appreciate you. You're the best Bez in the world. Okay, first strike right there. Take them all down. Take them all down. Use that first ability here. Keep them all there. Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay. Now we need to make sure Oben's in the right spot here. Right there. Okay. Make sure it's in the right spot. Ability. See what I'm saying though? How that slips through? Okay. Now we're just going to first strike right away. I'm not going to time anything and play that game. It's just stupid. So just take it out with what we got. Take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay. DDT's done. These guys done. Take them out, take them out. Okay, we're done. That's it. That's game. That's a black border, bro. It's a black border, bro. All right. So get there, hit expert. There we go. FN9. Boom. Done. Oh, 2 hours and 38 minutes. That makes me so mad. That puts us at 29th place. Oh my absolute goodness. I think we would have been for sure on, well, obviously would have been under 2 hours and 30 minutes, which would have put us in the top 20. We had a solid time going, but I should just be happy that we actually beat it in only 2 tries and it wasn't like an insane amount of attempts. Well, I guess there was more attempts in the beginning, like the first few rounds. I don't count that though. I count like wasting tons of minutes because you're already on round 40, 50, 100, whatever it may be. We did it though. That's all that matters. We got it done. I can black border it in 2 hours and 38 minutes. Can you guys beat that? That is our 3rd expert. Sorry for the pessimism and the lack of morale there at the end. I put so many hours in just to have a non-flawless run and it didn't pay off. So next time I feel like we should just run in, gun in and hope for the best. But we do have another monkey knowledge. So let's just finish off our magic. We'll never use this, but why not just get it, right? We're trying to clean out everything and we still have so much left, which is pretty crazy to me. We have 3 of them max, but we still have a lot more to go. But we have a ton of money, so much money. And thanks for everyone for submitting your names for the Sniper Monkey. I'm going to be running through those and then adding them to a community poll so you guys can choose on what your favorite is out of the ones that I found to be my favorite in the comments. And if you have not yet, check out this video. We black border underground as fast as we possibly can. That's an advanced map, every single game mode as quickly as possible.